Kolo Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom to the house of David, the 144,000. Church of the Saints, the elect, and the 1/3 men, women, children, part of the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel. Who are you Black, Latino, Native Americans today? Whether you know it or not, you are the children of the Lord, children of God, children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Basically, we just did a video on the cyber attack that the Fed's going on the bunkers in fear of a cyber attack on election day, which is today. And in Russia over here, it says attack or accident, massive blackout in Russia leaves 300,000 in the dark. And there's also 300,000 and NATO got their troops on high alert, ready for World War III. We're gonna play this out because a cyber attack is basically, it's war, man. It's war. We're gonna play this out. Having sanctions on different countries, North Korea and Russia, that's war. We're gonna play this clip.
This is WW3. There are reports of a huge blast that has happened in one of Russia's northern cities, the city of Murmansk. They're saying some 300,000 people put in the dark after this huge blast that you see right here. Now, this is a loop of it. There were a couple bright bursts of light that were seen by many people. They said this big blast that took place. And you can see also in these other clips here that this was on fire, it looks like, pulsating, and then kind of goes out. And then you're going to see another little burst here. But it also looks like the fire crews were responding. You'll see them come into frame right here rather quickly. That was that last little burst, little flash. This is the substation that got hit. Now, what did it get hit by is the question. What caused this? This is what has got a lot of people, scratching their heads saying, okay, this comes on the heels of Biden saying that we'll hit them when we want in a way that we so choose when it counts. And this was a threat toward Russia in regards to them trying to blame Russia for meddling in our elections, today being election day. And this also comes on the heels of NBC reporting that the United States military has tapped in to Russia's infrastructure and power grid.
Tap into the power grid.
And when you tap into things, you can overload things and you can make things explode. It's just that easy. If those of you remember anything about the whole Sputnik virus in Iran and even other events where it was questioned that viruses or something had happened or a weapon was used to cause an explosion at some of their underground bases. We don't see anything coming into frame here, but at the same time, it looks like people started filming here after lights were already flickering. Not sure of the root cause. It's up in the air. I'm sure there's an ongoing investigation as they work to try to get the power back up in this area. But if we see more events like this and it starts to show a pattern, then I would say that something else is going on besides just accidents or a squirrel hitting a box and frying everything. This could be more than that. And the only reason I say that is because our government has threatened this specifically on Russia. And here, now this massive blackout on election day. So, whether they did it or not, Biden was asked specifically, will the American people know when you do it? And he says, I hope not. So it seems to me that they would want to do it in a manner that looks like it was an accident, something like this. Really. Whether they did it or not, it just, the coincidences, I don't believe in coincidences. With all the threats, with it being election day and everything else, they wanted to send a message. So Biden said, well, I'm not sure how we would ever have any more proof at this point, especially with the manipulated mainstream media. Let's just hope not. Because if it is, and Russia takes it as something like that, and anything escalates from here, it's not good. And keep a close eye on Kaliningrad. I'm going to be talking about Kaliningrad this little area that Russia has taken over that's surrounded by Lithuania, Poland, Belarus, all these enemy countries.
USSR.
I'm telling you what, like Crimea and these other places that Russia's gone into, that is an area where they are completely surrounded. And it's one to pay attention to. I will continue to update on this story. I will be going live on probably...
Yeah, man. For the WW7 video. Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, and went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Can't escape the Lord's judgment, man. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? See, that's the Lord doing this, man. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As you can see, it's darkness in Russia, and darkness is coming to America. That's why they said the feds went underground bunkers because they're scared of cyber war. North Korea is threatening an EMP attack on America. That's all that gotta happen. Matter of fact, in the comic books of Batman vs Superman, and Frank Miller comics, actually a nuclear missile from Russia is being shot on America, and Superman stopped the nuke, but it's still called the EMP in Gotham City. You know, basically that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what's gonna happen. America is gonna be in darkness. It's literally in darkness now, but it's spiritually in darkness, but it's literally gonna be in darkness, man. All hell's gonna break loose. They're gonna shut off the electricity, shut off the water. They're gonna centralize everything. Then they're gonna force people in the camps to take the chip to survive, to eat or buy anything. Revelations 13. All hell's about to break loose. We're living in dark, dark, evil days, man. That's basically the atmosphere, the spirit that's in the atmosphere right now. We at the end of this thing. Call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Shalom to the house of David. The church of the saints, the 144,000. The elect 1/3. Men, women, and children. They're going to be saved and delivered from these evil, dark days to come. Stay in prophecy. Shalom.